It's a stupid sports radio thing, but days like this come around, if you're lucky, once or twice a decade.
Well, every 4 years around here, right?
Well, there you go. If you're a lucky fan base, this comes around once or twice a decade, the Friday before the Super Bowl. So let's just get stupid. How you feeling? That's all and let's play. How you feeling? You can answer that any way you want. You want to throw up? You feel uber confident? Somewhere in between? You want to break down the game? You want to just mentally break down yourself? Let's do it. Today's the day. This is our last chance to talk before this Super Bowl finally happens. How y'all feeling?
Yeah, nervous, Mark.
Are you?
More nervous than ever.
See,
yeah.
Do you know what's interesting?
And I've gone from confident, back,
right?
I've done the Chris Berman this
all
week.
All week long.
Yeah.
It's ups, it's downs, it's ups and downs. I wonder what will happen over the weekend. I'm the opposite of you. I woke up today, and I'm like, they got this.
They got this.
They freaking got this. Let's go.
God. You and I are passing each other on the Spectre,
well,
on
dude,
the Sphere.
The day you were out, the day you had to stay at home with your fam, and FP was here. I was white as a ghost. I'm like, they're gonna lose. It's like, I think Mahomes does this to you. This is something that like I've almost turned it into an exercise this week. Try to remove from your mind the idea of Patrick Mahomes standing there in the pocket, looking around and dicing you up. Because if you go, okay, how do we stop Mahomes? You can't. You can't if you just make it about him. But here's my message today. It's not just about him. And they didn't carve people up all year at all. The Niners were way more powerful than they were on offense throughout the year. It wasn't even close. Scored 120 more points. That is almost a touchdown and a field goal per game, more than what the Chiefs scored. So this Chiefs team did not carve everybody up, and Mahomes was there for all the games, but they did not just carve everybody up. So there's something that's doable here. The Raiders had defensive scores on back-to-back plays against this guy. It is a team game, and the 49ers, when they're right, have the best team. They do.
Say that again.
The 49ers, and I know, here's the qualification sensation.
That's a buck.
When they're right.
Okay, stop.
Cha-ching!
Stop right there. Stop what you're doing, because
you're
I'm about to ruin your quaint little point that you're making on a Friday.
And the style that I'm used to.
Thank you. Yes, you never cease to amaze me, Mark Willard.
One of these days, it'll just stop amazing you.
And I'm estimating 2031.
I got the fever for the flavor.
You do. And, man, shout out Black Sheep with that reference. But I don't know if they are right. And that's where I have to take a pause. And I thought about this yesterday. I was texting with the great Greg Thompson, third grade teacher out in the neighborhood in which I live. And he was asking me about this and that. How do I feel? Love the show, love the stream and all that. And I said, well, when I think about it, it's not Andy Reid against Kyle Shanahan. It's Andy Reid against Steve Wilkes, and it's Shanahan against Spagnuolo.
Yep, good point.
So Shanahan, Spagnuolo, that's close to me. And I'll give Shanny the nod just because he is the QB whisperer, and he's got the laminated play sheet and all the rest of it. But the other side of it, Andy Reid against Steve Wilkes, that's the one that scares me. And even though, yes, you've seen Kansas City's offense, they're not dynamic, they're not this, they're not that. They have the best player on the field, and they have maybe the second best player on the field, or third or fourth. That'd be Travis Kelce. In terms of the combination, like, geez, I mean, Brock and McCaffrey.
No, they're the most prolific passer touchdown combo in the history of the NFL. Better than Montana to Rice in terms of the number of touchdowns.
And they're both still playing at or near the peak of their. I haven't seen any drop off in Travis, and Mahomes is what, 26? I don't even know how old he is.
He's
26.
older than that.
But geez, I mean, that combo,
still a young man.
What they showed us against Baltimore was, I mean, awe-inspiring. They had everything that they wanted and more. So I think about Steve Wilks. Can Steve Wilks do what needs to be done to take that away? If you take that away, fine. Isaiah Pacheco, whatever. I'm not as worried about him as I am about Travis and Pat. Pat and Travis.
He's going to turn 29 at the end of the summer.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
Oh, he's washed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over. It's over.
I don't know what this means, but agree or disagree. This whole week, and I don't mean from our perspective, obviously, we're in San Francisco. This whole week, nationally, has felt like it was about the Niners. You notice that? Look around. Look around Radio Row. Look around the national shows. Look around at what other players are even tweeting about, talking about, even the stories that we followed, Sodgate and the fire alarm pull, and Brock Purdy this, Brock Purdy that. The top 5 in the MVP voting come out. There are 2 49ers on it. The whole thing has felt so silent about the Chiefs. Like, go ahead. Your favorite Chiefs moment of the week was? Did one even happen?
I don't know what doing his Kermit the Frog.
Great. Okay. So that's your
right?
signature of the week. And I could come up with 20 things that the media latched onto with regard to the 49ers that come in ahead of that. I don't know if this is good, bad. It may not matter at all. It's just something I notice this whole week. And therefore, I believe the view of the NFL observer and participant is that this game's about the Niners. The question everybody wants to know is, are they going to be their best selves? If they are, they're not losing. But mysteriously, sometimes they're not. And it's honestly, right. It's not a great question because there's no way to give a pointed answer to this. You can't do anything but shrug your shoulders. Are the Niners going to be their best selves? I have no idea.
No one knows.
I have no idea. I have no idea sometimes why they're not. But they're healthy. They're ready. They have the roster. They have the this. They have the that. They've got the green check mark next to everything. It just comes down to, are they going to show up and be their best selves? If they are, they win. Period.
Yeah. I mean, put one more period on that and it becomes...
Period.
It becomes a ... And that's where I think we are because they could be their best selves and they could still not win because it comes down to the red zone. And if you don't score in the red zone and the Chiefs do, you're going to lose.
Then that's not your best selves.
Well, I mean, the defense is a team full of paid professionals as well.
Yeah.
And their defense is better than your defense statistically. Mm-hmm. And their defense has the ability to stop you. And I was looking at Warren Sharp earlier today, and he was detailing since week 10 the number of punts produced by each team, and the Chiefs are far and away better. And, the red zone efficiency of the defense, and the Chiefs are far and away better. The Niners defense has not been the same really since the bye.
But that's the stuff. But that's the stuff we do since week 10. Why? What?
We can all arbitrarily draw whatever we want to draw.
Yeah. Since yesterday, neither team has scored.
Right.